Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back. I know that I have been gone. I had not been well for months upon months with no answers from my doctors as to what could be going on, and it was just a time that I just needed to myself. All I could do is really pray and just try to overcome whatever is going on. So with that being said, I'm back. And so today I'm going to be making a sweet potato pie. This is going to be in the larger bowl, and in the smaller bowl, a pumpkin pie. So guys, we have approximately a cup of sweet potato, and we have one 16-ounce can of pure pumpkin. Don't get the pumpkin pie filling. Before we start adding eggs, what I want to do is go ahead and add in my milk. For the sweet potato, I'm going to go ahead and add in evaporated milk, about 1/4 can of that. And then for the pumpkin pie, I'm going to add in 1 can of sweetened and condensed milk. And that's thickly. So we're going to go ahead and get it out with that bottle. I noticed that the recipe called for this or heavy cream in all the recipes I researched. But you guys do know I'm a rebel. So yes, I did some research, but I'm gonna have to do things according to what I feel is gonna do real good. Now, none of the recipes for pumpkin pie calls for vanilla extract, but I always add it to my baked goods. So I'm gonna add it definitely to the sweet potato, and we're gonna hit about 1/2 teaspoon in the pumpkin and 1 whole teaspoon in the sweet potato. Now I'm gonna begin to go ahead and spice it up. We're going to add we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, because usually my recipe for a sweet potato pie calls for a lot more nutmeg and spices because I make big batches. Okay, now we're gonna do cinnamon, 1 teaspoon into each. Now we're gonna do pumpkin pie spice. I always use this anyway in my sweet potato pie, but we're just definitely gonna be adding that. That recipe calls for that anywho. Now, before we go adding eggs, we want to mix this up a little bit to see how it tastes. The next thing up is we're gonna add some sugar. So definitely the sweet potato pie. I like about almost a cup. So 3/4 cup. Okay, 3/4 cup in there. And this one, that sweetened and condensed milk is sweet. So we're gonna add about 1/4 cup to that. Pay tight. And actually, I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of evaporated milk to this one and a little bit more to that one. Bringing that over about a half cup, a 1/2 can, excuse me, in the sweet potato. So I'm a mixer person, so that's what we're gonna use as a mixer. And we're gonna get it all mixed up, and then we're gonna come back and taste it for spice and flavor. And then once it's good to go, then we'll go ahead and add the eggs. Because you don't want to be tasting on the raw egg. Now, once again, before adding the egg, you want to give it a little final taste to see. Is it sweet enough? That is hitting right here. This right here, this is sweet potato. Let's taste the pumpkin. It's pretty good. It is good. Okay, so now that I think they're pretty good, I'm going to go ahead in the pumpkin pie mixture and add 1 egg and 3 egg yolks. Now for the sweet potato mix, I'm going to add 3 whole eggs. And I will go ahead and mix both of those up. And I know that the recipe of the pumpkin called for brown sugar, but I wanted to use white. Okay, the sweet potato mixture is ready to go. It's fully ready. Let's get the pumpkin pie. We poured in the pumpkin pie. And there's a consistency of that. I don't think I recorded when I poured in the consistency. But anyway, whenever I make my sweet potato pie, I like to make it a little bit thicker in consistency because I noticed that it just bakes better and it's just more smooth. I never bake at real high temperatures. Not this type of pie that has a filling that has to cook. That's why I wanted to go ahead and put all the same ingredients and the amount of flavoring into each one of these pies that, quite frankly, I think they're both going to come out good. I think there will be a preference. If I had to describe anything, I think it will be a preference, and that's what it's going to boil down to. Sometime in my sweet potato pie, I just go around like that. Just to be doing something, just to be a troublemaker. Give it a little swirl. Now, this consistency is what I like when I make my potato pies. I don't like a runny consistency. This is the pumpkin, and it is more on the runny side of things. See, you guys can see it kind of moving a little more. And then I'm gonna pop them in my oven on 350 degrees, probably for an hour and 20 minutes maybe. But I cook mine different than what I see it get cooked. Like, I don't cook my crust first and then put the filling in. No, I'm gonna slow and low it. I'm not baking at 400 degrees, no matter what a recipe tells me. Okay, guys, so here's the moment of truth. We're pulling the pies from the oven. Something that I neglected to put in the pie mixture of each one of them is a little butter. I don't like a lot of butter, but I noticed that it helps the crust to brown better. And it just gives a little bit better flavor, and it's kind of frustrating. But let's pull them out because I think they're going to be fire still. Both of them. Okay. Now, let me let them fall over. On the left side, which is your right side, guys, then that is the potato pie. And on the left side of your guys' side, that is the sweet potato pie. I think it's golden enough. I like it just a little bit more golden, but the filling had gotten done, which is fine with me. So now all we're going to do is let these cool off. And it's going to take a while for them to cool because it's potatoes. Potatoes are hot. We're going to, of course, taste test. So you guys stick around while we get that done. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and compare how they come out. Because like I said, they're not cool, but they're cool enough, I believe. Okay, that is the pumpkin pie there. That is the consistency, drops on the floor. But anyway, that's how that's looking. So that's the consistency. That's how mine is looking. And then let's go ahead and dig into the sweet potato pie. Just going around the edges to try to loosen it up. And that's the sweet potato pie. And the pumpkin. Not much of a difference in the as far as the look of it. So now guys, here's the moment of truth. And we're trying these pies with no whipped cream, no added toppings, because we just want to get the true taste. So my family has been waiting all day for this. Again, this is pumpkin pie, the Afrocentric way. And this is, of course, classic sweet potato pie. So you guys each have a fork. I want you to dig in. Do you want some water to rinse your palate after, or what?
Okay.
Okay. He's going for the pumpkin first, and y'all honest reaction is fine. We know the sweet potato. Oh, that's gonna be good.
It's yummy.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
How is it?
It's good. It tastes like almost like sweet potato, but it's like less sweet.
Okay. All right, let's trade, guys. Got your forks? Okay, there we go. Now he's going in for the sweet potato pie. She's going in for pumpkin. No?
It tastes the same.
It tastes the same?
Less sweet, but it does taste the same.
Can I try? Let me see here.
Both are really good.
And the bottom is pretty golden considering I didn't use butter by accident. That's good. Wait a minute. It's like an aftertaste.
It's like kind of like a...
It tastes good. And remember, guys, I used all of the seasoning and spices the same. Mmm. Who wins? Let's take a vote. We got 3 people.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato, so we got 1 for sweet potato.
They taste the same. But you said this one's less sweet.
That has like an aftertaste. To me, it's equally as sweet.
I would go with the sweet potato.
That's your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
1 more bite to know.
I feel like I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go with pumpkin.
Somebody changed to pumpkin?
They taste identical. I don't know which one to choose.
Well then, since we don't know which way to choose, then we'll do the least expensive way. And that's neither. Both of them are pricey enough. Alright guys. Thank you for watching, guys. I missed you. Love ya. Mean it. Everybody do us a favor. Like.
Subscribe. Comment.
And share if you care. God bless. So that's the outcome. I would say the consistency is just about the same.